The territory, Marc Marquez territory. Alex Rins on that front row in second place, sandwiched in between Bagnaia.
Temperature. It's Saturday Night Live. Away we go in the sprint here at Circuit of the Americas. A shocking start from Maverick Vinales. He went backwards from the...
Might have been Maverick Vinales. He's sinking towards mid-pack, and Rins leads in the first corner. Bezzecchi well wide as well.
It's up in second behind the Fabio. A big wobble there from Brad Binder.
Binder got 11th.
So it's Bagnaia leading from Rins in second. Rins goes for it early on. Rins attacks. He was wobbling on his way into that corner.
I mean, we've not seen this, have we? Rins on the Honda. It's only his third race. He's had a couple of top 10 finishes, but
Herb started by ASIAFull. He's up in the third place. There's a late lunge coming there from hot Johan Zarco and his teammate Jorge Martin. He's made it through though on that tricky braking zone into 11.
Yeah, both of the Pramac Ducatis up well. Zarco up 4.
And turn number 12, Rins can't turn in, and Bagnaia back at the front. That's 2 or 3 times already then. Bagnaia and Rins have exchanged the lead on this first lap.
A whole bunch of riders sailing off at turn 12 there. A whole heap of them went wide. Bezzecchi might have been one of them because he's back down to 11th now. Maverick Vinales.
Whisker, less than a bike length is clear of Rins in second.
Yeah, the front 6 have already got a little bit of a gap over the rest with Espargaro and Quartararo. The Pramac Ducatis who are battling each other. They're side by side up the hill. Next up is Alex Marquez, who's not had a great start. Martin, though, putting his hill.
Go feel pretty sick right now, because that was a great move by the Martinator. Up the hill, on the brakes in the turn 1 through on Zarco. Luca Marini, look at that position. Progression not likely. He's dropped 10 places.
Bagnaia and Espargaro in front. Rins regrouping now, running third.
Espargaro capitalising big time, isn't he, on his season best qualifying. He's done with all that hard work to over again. Bagnaia just starts to eat out the meters on the drive grip coming out of turn number 20. His race.
Luca Marini made a bit of progress on that last lap, up to 12th as we ride on board now with second on the riders behind him. Here's what happened then into turn 12. That was Rins' mistake, and as he tries to full funnel back onto the racetrack, Quartararo spots an opportunity.
So easily does it there for Alex Rins. One, he had some clear air behind Pecco Bagnaia. That's rubbing his racing as the...
203.6 from the pair of them. Fastest rider on circuit. Jorge Martin in 4th place. Alex Rins, look at what a shot. He's leads the elbow.
Yeah, I mean, he's always had an unusual riding style on the Suzuki, but he's trying to, I need to stick my elbow out to save the front when he slides.
You know, Marc Marquez in the style that he came up with to ride that Honda. There's a late Espargaro. It was Maverick who dropped like a stone from the start. Maverick is back in 16th place now in this race. Yeah. Now again, sitting duck Fabio Quartararo. Oh, and he's on the nose of that Yamaha down towards turn 12.
Otherwise, you're just going to get past every time. So he's trying to make the time up on the brakes, and you just can't.
And you remember when he did the battles with you, and that was his strong suit. That was the one, getting the bike stopped almost better than anybody else.
Into turn 11, and Alex Marquez is going to...
Yamaha to stay with the Ducatis, and he just pushed that little bit too hard on the hill. We've seen this mistake a few times, trail braking in. As soon as he tipped it in left, the front tyre cried no more. And
so Alex Rins clearly wants to get past ASIAFull quickly, because he'll also be thinking that he might have Martin and Marquez for company very soon.
No repeat of his Termas sprint heroics from Brad Binder, having come from 15th to 1st in that stunner in Termas. And his fellow Spaniel looked like he might have just been a little bit hot there into 11.
If you're ASIAFull now, surely you batten down the hatches and try and settle for third place. He's got around a second in his pocket. Back to the Martin Marquez battle behind him as Alex Rins again. Battle stop, and I think he suckered Alicia.
And Marini, that's for 6th and 7th place.
Yeah, it's easy to identify where their race went wrong. It was all on the very first lap, both of them dropping outside of the top 10. So it's been a strong recovery, you have to say, from
these sessions. And he was a big favourite, wasn't he, for pole here today, having taken pole 1 year ago. We know he's a qualifying specialist, Jorge Martin, but it was a nightmare in Q2. This is a fantastic Saturday afternoon salvage job by the number 89. If he can hold off ASIAFull here and take us, but once Bagnaia was able to get clear track in front of him, nobody...
Actually, I think maybe a bit too far back.
The Mir and Miller.
No. I thought he was going to do it there, just dive into the apex.
Is he going to try to drop something? It has to be last corner. Is remaining. Bagnaia is gone. Bagnaia is going to win this one. Here he goes. Has he got enough pace to be able to get through? On turn 19, the front all on the move. He get on the podium this time. It's going to be Pecco Bagnaia to take victory in the sprint and the Circuit of the Americas. Brilliant from Alex. Brad Binder is 5th. Bezzecchi takes 6th. Marini is 7th with Oliveira 8th. Miller and picks up a point. And Fabio Quartararo, a lonely ride from him to come home in 19th after crashing out at turn 1. Team and Lucio Cecchinello, but Pecco Bagnaia has bounced back from disaster in Termas.
And they're so pleased, aren't they, down there at Ducati? after crashing out of second place a couple of weeks ago.
He's very honest, I have to say, saying, yeah, my mistake. I genuinely don't know what I did wrong, because you look on the data and there's nothing different, but that's the way to come back.
Oh, it's so impressive. But he was from lap 1, free practice 1.
You said on your track guide with him, this is the move from Malaysia Spargaro, he had to have a go. He was never going to stick unless Martin wasn't.
It was a lie.
Well, it worked.
It worked. Well, I'll go and see him after.
Frustration there. Indigo colour scheme down there.